Hi, Doctor. How are you doing? We are going to do a short presentation about the technology. Let me introduce myself, Mustafa Adnan, and my partner, Razan Ramadan. We are going to give a short presentation about new technology. So let's us start. Um, Here's the introduction. The fourth industrial revolution. And actually, there is a fourth industrial revolution. The first one, as you can see here in our files, the first one was started at 1784, the second one 1970, the third one 1969, and the fourth one that we living right now today. This is the fourth industrial revolution. Actually, it's one of the key components of Industry 4 is electric powered vehicles, which is our topic. We are going to give a presentation about it. So we are going to move on. Well, here our specific topic, our presentation, electric power vehicles. So here, type of vehicles that use actually an electric power vehicles is a type of vehicles that use electric motors instead of diesel's fuel. It can be fully electric and EVs, we call it EVs. EVs are become very popular in these days, and people start to use it day by day. I mean, it's gonna be very popular in these days. We're going to continue. Yes, here is the types of vehicles. The first one is the low emissions, which we called it hybrid electric vehicles, which we say about it HEVs. The second one is PHEVs, which is low and can be low and zero emissions. The third one is zero emissions, which is BEVs. It's battery electric vehicles. Okay, we are going to continue. So as we explain about the type of vehicles, it's actually very environmentally friendly. So here we are going to explain electric vehicles are marketed as a more environmentally friendly alternative to traditional gasoline powered vehicles because they produce fewer emission, as we explained, and it's require a significant amount of energy to produce the production of electric vehicles batteries. We are going to continue our presentation, and also here we have the energy efficiency of electric vehicles. The electric vehicles are more energy efficient than gasoline powered vehicles. They use less energy to travel the same distance. The energy efficiency of electric vehicles can be affected by factors such as temperature, driving habits, and the weight of the vehicles. And now we are going to continue our presentation with my partner, Razan Ramadan. She is going to continue the presentation.
So I'm continuing about lithium-ion batteries. So going through the batteries of the car, the life of a lithium-ion battery depends on the various factors such as, so there are three factors that are depending on the battery: usage of the patterns, environmental conditions, and the quality of the battery. So it depends on the quality. What is it done so in China or in Europe? Plus environmental conditions and how are the environment around it. Is it hot? Is it wet? It depends. And the usage patterns, so how the person uses the car and the battery, how they charge it, when they charge it. Some factors such as the type of device the battery is used in the infancy. of usage can also affect the lifespan. So it's how they use it and when do they charge it depends, and it affects the lifespan of the car and the battery. Proper maintenance and care can also help to extend the life of a lithium-ion battery. So how they maintain it and how they care about it, how they check it every each month, each week. So how it depends about how many times. So it depends when how will the battery be healthy or not healthy. So after that, it's about the recyclability of lithium-ion batteries. So right now, we're gonna see if it's recyclable or not. Lithium-ion batteries are the most common types of batteries used in electric vehicles. So it's the most important or most common type of batteries used in electric vehicles. They are typically made up of several components, including the most important ones are lithium, cobalt, nickel, and aluminum. Those components can be easily separated, and after separating it, they can easily recycle it. After that, it's about advantages and disadvantages of electric vehicles. So first of all, we're going to talk about the advantages. Reduced emissions. Electric vehicles produce fewer emissions than gasoline-powered vehicles. So it's how it saves the energy and uses it in a better way than the gasoline ones. Lower operating costs. So it's electric vehicles are cheaper to operate than gasoline powered. So it's cheaper to use. It's cheaper to use than the gasoline one because they use less energy and require less maintenance. High energy efficiency. So electric vehicles are more energy efficient than gasoline powered vehicles, which means that they can travel further distances and spaces in the same amount of energy. Quiet operation. So electric powered vehicles are quieter than the gasoline ones, so it doesn't have to be like the process is so much quieter than the gasoline and the diesel. Availability of charging infrastructure. So it's about the charging. The ability of charging for electric vehicles is growing, which means that it's becoming easier to charge an electric vehicle. So it's easier to charge electric vehicles these days, so it's better. After that, it's the disadvantage of electric vehicles. The disadvantages are limited range. Electric vehicles have a limited range, so it doesn't go in convenient long distances. So if you're traveling from a country to another or from place to another, it's a lot harder because electric power places or stations are not usually everywhere. High initial costs. So electric vehicles are generally more expensive to purchase than gasoline-powered vehicles. It's more expensive because it's popular these days. Charging time. The charging time for electric vehicles can be significantly longer than the time of takes to fill up a gasoline. So it might take a electric car an hour or 2 or 3. It depends on the car to fill up to the maximum. But for a car, it may take maximum 5 minutes to fill it by gasoline or diesel. Dependence on charging. So it depends on charging. Electric vehicles are depending on charging, which can be a problem in areas where charging stations are not really available, as we said, in limited range. And the last thing is battery life and recycling. The lifespan of the battery is an electric vehicle can be limited, and the cost of replacing the battery can be significant. So maintaining the battery is the most important thing because it may be limited and the cost is so high. As the end of the conclusion, artificial intelligence techniques are one of the most important technologies of our time, as manufacturers can be better understand the individual needs and preferences of their customer. So if they understand what their customer wants or their needs, they can easily give them by the artificial intelligence. It allows manufacturers to produce customized products more effectively and reduce waste. Despite the challenges, the benefits of electric vehicles are becoming increasingly clear. Electric cars are becoming more efficient and affordable around the world, so it's becoming more popular and efficient plus affordable. Thank you for listening and watching. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.